Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to Season 4, Episode 4 of Rebuilding Deportivo. Thanks for coming back. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and if you really want to help my channel out, you can always become a patron. Loving this. I've mentioned in other videos I've had a bit of unexpected time off work, so I've had plenty of time to get stuck in to lots of Football Manager. The wife watches crap on TV. Honestly, I might talk about it later in the live com. The stuff she watches just frees me up. So yeah, it's a good life balance really with me and the missus. So we've got a brand new season to get through, and it is our return to La Liga. The minimum really I wanted to achieve on this rebuild. But we'll see how far we can go now. It's going to be a battle though. I didn't have a lot of money. Top players don't want to come. But it's a challenge I was relishing. So how did I get on? Let's get into it. Let's start here with the finances. And, you know, we're not in the worst place ever. But in La Liga, I don't think it's very fair, is it? I think you get the TV money, but it's not split equally amongst the teams like it is in the Premier League. I think the bigger teams get more money. We got 36 million in TV money, but we'll get that throughout the season, which is a bit shit, to be fair. They should change the rules. I think I remember reading an article a while ago that people want the rules changing. It'd make it fairer. But it is what it is, so hopefully we'll get some money throughout the season. Now, I managed to bring in a few million, sold off a bit of deadwood, sold off some younger players that weren't going to make it. Not for a lot of money, and I've spent 8.25 million. In goal, but he's now the backup. It's Carlos Abad. He's been with me since the beginning. He is a decent backup, to be fair. I like the lad. We've been through a lot together. We've picked up a new keeper, Gabriel Brazaro, I think, a Brazilian goalkeeper. We got him from Inter Milan for $500,000. He was transfer listed. At right back, I've still got Alessandro Francis. We've had him for a couple of years now. I can play at centre half, can cover at left back. Got loads of potential. I mean, I got him. Is this his third season with me now? One of my best signings, I think. Signed on a free from Atletico Bilbao. I brought in Hugo Rincon. He is just a backup and he cost me nothing. At left back, we brought Musa back to us on loan again. I think this is his third season on loan. Tried to sign him last year when his contract was up. He decided to sign a new deal with Barca, and then they just loaned him straight back to us. Why? Oh, why didn't you just sign for us, man? The other left back we have was another guy we were loaning for Barcelona, but he did sign for us. It's the... Where's he from? He's 25 years old, but yeah, I signed him on a free once his contract was up. At centre half, I'm keeping Taki, 25-year-old Spaniard, decent all-round, okay centre half. Loaned from Manchester City last season. He was a decent player. Didn't play as much as I thought he was going to, but he's handy. He can cover in midfield. We've signed him on a free. Now his contract is up. It's Philippe Sandler. Next up is a new player, a new loan, and he's come from Chelsea, and I'm very happy to have him. It's Nazareno Colombo. Love that. Do you ever watch Columbo, the detective show? I used to watch him as a kid. I might be showing my age there. But yeah, he is a decent centre-half. He's probably going to be our best. But then I found this lad. A regen, transfer listed at Sevilla. I think he was in Sevilla B. It's cost me about $1.5 million. So he's got loads of potential, to be fair. He's got good determination, good bravery, good all-round skills for centre-half. Bit on the short side. In the middle, we've got Theo. We signed him on a free after his contract ran out. We had him last year on loan. He's only 21 years old. Good, solid player. Can cover in multiple positions. And we need that. I always say that when you're a club like this, you need players who can help out in different roles. So we've got Danny, is one of my best youth players. He's never really played. He hasn't played, not for the main team. But this year, I was thinking about it. He's definitely in the squad because it's one of them where I got to a point where I couldn't find anyone. So he's might be fourth central midfielder. We've still got Pablo Torre. Out of all my good young players, he's the one who won't sign a new deal. He's got 2 years left on it. He had loads of interest. He's kind of unhappy. He wants to go to a bigger club, but I'm keeping him. No way am I getting rid of him yet. No way. And then signed on loan from Real Madrid, we've got Juanjo Garcia. Check him out, 18. And this is what I've had to do, you know. But I think he's a good little player. Behind the striker, we've got Felix. We've had him on loan a couple of times. He is now our player. Contract ran out at City, and we've snapped him up. Helping him out is going to be Sergio Aguza. He's cost me 2.3 million from Almeria. Played there for quite a while. You know, not the kind of player I really wanted to be signing, but he was the best I could get, I'll be honest. On the right, I've still got Hugo Gonzalez. Good little player, loads of potential. I want him to kick on a bit more than he has been doing. But yeah, he's one of the young ones I like who did sign a bigger deal. Helping him out, we've got a regen called Luis Javier. It cost me 2.2 million in a minimum fee release clause. for Malaga, who got relegated, I think. So, I mean, he looks okay. On the left, we're keeping Hiroki. Good little player, man. Can play up front, can play behind the striker if I need him to. Can even cover out wide on the right. I think we signed him on a free, was it? Last season. He's backed up by one of our own. He's been here all the way through it, really. I think he's kind of pushed his way in a little bit more over the last few seasons. Up top, I've gone for 3 strikers, although that kind of changes halfway through the season, unfortunately. We've got John Karikaburu. Woohoo, what a name. 20 years old. Signed him on a free. He was available on a free. I like his potential. Andreas Garcia had a bit of interest. Probably would want to leave eventually, but he's not moaned too much, to be fair. And he signed a bigger deal last year. Massive £500 million minimum fee. Loads of years left on it. He should be here through the entirety, hopefully, of this rebuild. And then I loaned Mr. Arp. I've had him in the past. You get him from Bayern Munich. He's got a lot of potential. Can become a good player. So he's probably my number 2 striker. So the board want me to fight bravely against relegation. We're new to La Liga. We've got a very small wage bill. Was it like, it's not even 400 grand a week, which I'm starting to realise from talking to people is a major factor in how the bookies work this out. Because they've got us rock bottom at the minute. Now that does change, but at the minute they had us rock bottom, right? And I've done this on the Mid-Tame Valley series, if you watch that, where we're rock bottom, but we've got quality and we do really well mid-table and even higher. But I've got a very small wage bill. So I wonder if that does, if whoever's telling me that, makes some kind of sense, because there's no way we are that bad. No way. I mean, this squad's not the best. It's got some ability, some class, but I think it's going to surprise a lot of teams, especially if they're going off that when they play against us. The one advantage I love is my coaching team. I've added a couple more. When we went up, my goalkeeping coaches was the only thing that dropped. So we brought in a new goalkeeping coach and a bit of help somewhere else. So I've got the best coaching team, and I mean, some people argue, does this help? Does it actually make any difference? It must do, because it's something I always concentrate on, and I tend to do okay with teams that shouldn't be doing okay. So I'm a big believer in it, and hopefully I'm right. So the club just want us to stay in the league, and I want to stay in the league. And like I said at the start of this, I just wanted to get them back there where they belong, really. We'll see how it goes, though, because you guys seem to be enjoying it. We'll see how it goes. Maybe get a couple more seasons out of it. I usually just go with the flow, see how I feel. I mean, they weren't in the best place when I started, but now we own the stadium. Excellent training, excellent youth recruitment, and it's going to get better and better and better. And hopefully, if we do stay in the league this year, we do get that 30-odd million TV money throughout the season, we can start to build some finances, and I can start to actually get some of the players I want. Some of these good young players that won't come, or I got to the point where I'd run out of money kind of thing, and I don't want to push it anymore. And just keep kicking it on. So pre-season was a long one, but I really wanted to test us. I really did. We went on a tour of Switzerland because, I don't know, with my Tame Valley series, one of my best players, one of my subscribers was a player. He's gone out to Switzerland, so we played the team he's gone to. Even though he's not there on this database, I quite like that. Played a couple of other random games, and it went really well. Like the Frankfurt draw at the end, fair enough, and some of these teams aren't the greatest, I know. But I just felt confident. The tactics class, man. So I've jumped forward to January the 1st, roughly the halfway point, and we'll start here with the Copa del Rey. Now, again, I've not took this so serious. We've never had any realistic chance of doing well in it, have we? So it's always been about concentrating on leagues and getting us up there. I mean, I won't argue with a good run in it this year, but again, it's still all about staying in the league. But we started off well. I mean, got to extra time and then banging a load of goals really quick. Was a lot of fun, and we had a great chance of progressing because we've drawn Atletico Baleares. That's what I'm going for. I mean, they're way down in the league system at the minute, so we've got a good chance here. But the league, brilliant. I mean, I didn't expect too much from it. It is quite close if you think there. I mean, we're only 5 points off being near the bottom, really. But then we're only, 5 points off being in a freaking Euro spot. So I mean, it was going really well, and it's a similar thing. I mean, Torres on the assists, he is a class little player. He really is developing. But it's a close league, competitive league, some crazy ass results. But there was going to be 2 results mainly that I was going to be looking for. We're back in the same league as our arch rival, so I was hoping I could do well. First game of the season was the derby, and it was at their place. The atmosphere was fecking insane, and they tore us to pieces. I mean, we scored a couple of goals, but we just collapsed after that. I mean, I thought, wow, payback time here, and then it all went tits up. We didn't win for 6 games. We drew a couple. I'll show you all the results in a second. This was my first victory of the season on the 1st of October. A 1-0 victory just with a penalty in the net. I mean, whoa. And a good few games later, we had a bit of luck. We matched Valencia. This is a great game. And again, we've made a couple of changes. And I kind of felt similar to in previous seasons, where maybe last season as well, where it took a bit of time for us to start to click into gear. And as you can see, it's not been perfect. I mean, look at the start of the season, I was getting a bit worried, but then after that Real Sociedad win, we won a couple of games and we got beat off Almeria, and then we won a couple, then we lost 4, and then the last game we played was a cracking game. 3-2 against Atletico Bilbao, a club I like a lot. Got an ass kicking. Yeah, ass kicking off Barcelona. Although look at that one, Real Madrid. That was quite fun. Bit heartbreaking, but still quite fun. We nearly freaking come back into that one. So, it's for us, for who we are, this has been bloody brilliant. Not doing bad in the goal scoring charts. I mean, Real Madrid, Barca, forget all that. We're nowhere near that. I mean, mid-table will be great for me. So if we can stay around this kind of area in goal scoring, we're always going to give ourselves a chance. Defensively, we're so, but probably about right, really. Look at Barcelona. They're on fire this year, aren't they? So here's the squad arranged by average rating, and as you can see, no one's standing out apart from that little regen I picked up for not a lot of money. The centre half, Mr. Noel. He is a good little player. But then you got Garcia, he's good. I mean, a lot of these lads are good. Pablo Torre, he's all right at the minute. The kid, it's going to be hard. I mean, how many years am I going to do? Do I just keep him till he leaves on a free, or do you cash in? And I need to see how the finances go at the end of the season, really. But he's a possible player who might sell, cash in to invest. Go with the flow, Boot. But the team as a whole, at times, look amazing. Money's doing all right because, we're not getting the TV money of Barcelona or Real Madrid get, or even an Atletico Madrid, but we're getting decent income this year. We've sold nearly 30,000 season tickets. I mean, this club is a bit like Man City. When Man City crashed through the leagues a long time ago, I went down to the 3rd tier. They were still getting these people coming in, and Deportivo's that kind of club. The fan base is super loyal. It's now the 1st of April, and we're going to be looking at Andres Garcia because I relied on him a lot last year. He was my only actual striker. A lot of players who can play there naturally, but he was my only natural out-and-out striker, and he was great. He's been great for us. 60 goals, 94 games. He's been great this year as well. So only 20 still. And he's getting better and better and better. I like him. He's become a wonder kid. I love that. Absolutely love it. But we're going to be relying on him again. My manager came to me saying he's not playing enough. He'd played 5 games, scored 1 goal, but he's not Garcia. I'd rather play my own kid. I loaned him as a backup. And the spat the dummy out, warned me. I said, yeah, I'll play him. Got a few more weeks out of it, and then they called him back. Onto the Copa del Rey, though, and it was onto the second round against Atletico Baleares. Beating them 1-0, extra time again. A lot of last minute stuff going on in Deportivo this year. Next up it was Valencia, who, good team, who we beat in the league earlier in the season. Knocked them out the cup as well. 2-0. 4th round, won again. 2-0 against Leganes. Help me out. Yeah, decent. Gonzalez and Naranjo. But then we got to the 5th round and we drew a team I felt like we had a chance of beating, and it was close. They were probably better. And we've stolen a lot of games in injury time, I feel like, this year. And we got this one stolen from us. Swings and roundabouts, innit? But in the league, we were still doing really well. This is not a relegation battle. I felt like we'd maybe be around 15-14, looking at my players maybe, and maybe I need to have a bit more belief in things. But yeah, 10th on the 1st of April on 42 points, 6 points off a European spot. That could happen. You never know. So these are the results since the last time you looked, and again, it's been sketchy. We seem to have periods of crap, periods of good. I mean, the last 4 games have been absolutely amazing. We drew with Real Madrid 1-1. I'll take that. We've seen who scored for Real Madrid. I've never seen him sign for Real Madrid. I mean, on the same Valley series, I think we're in the year 2029, and he's still at United. Big money move for Rashford, gone to Real Madrid. I think he was the leading goal scorer in the league at one point. He might have even been. I didn't look. But yeah, some decent results. I mean, we drew with a team that knocked us out of the Copa del Rey. But, some big games left. Valencia, Betis, Barcelona, Bilbao. Last game of the season, Atletico Madrid. I mean, if we've got any chance of scraping into a European spot, We might need a few little bits of miracles, a bit of luck. And though the squad has been doing mint, obviously we were a man down than we were earlier. But yeah, Noel, that centre half, cracking little pick up him. Absolutely cracking. Now I've actually made notes for change. And what did he cost me? 575 grand. Bargain. What a freaky. I love players like that. Cost you nothing. Money's dips a little bit, but still in a good place. And what kind of prize money do you get? You get TV money. We're going to get 36 million spread out. Do you not get any prize money? Normally it'd tell you, doesn't it? It does on the Bundesliga and so on. So maybe you don't, which is massively disappointing. The reason why some of our money's dropping is because we're improving the training facilities again. I think we're spending 5 mil on that, and it'll be done in October. So we're out of the cup, but we got right into that. Definite improvement for us. And then we're sitting in 10th. We have a little chance of getting into a European spot, so let's just jump forward, eh? Let's get to the business end of it. I've not shown you the second derby. You might have seen it. I glossed over that, really, because we got beat 4-3 against Celta Vigo. But in the running, up until this point anyway, the season ain't over. We only actually lost one game, and this was it against Valencia, a team we'd already beat a couple of times. So fair play, they should be beating us. But it's this game that's possibly given me, it gave me the most joy for this entire series while I've been manager of Deportivo. Talk about a shock result. We beat Barcelona, and I think they've wrapped the title up maybe at this point. They've done really well, haven't they? But still, they've got a good team out. I just don't know if they're right. Their game was off. They didn't take us seriously enough. So first up, we scored pretty much straight away in like the second minute. Here we go. Look at this. Boom! Get in. Now, Barcelona replied about 10 minutes later, and then there was large periods where we were matching each other, and I'm thinking it's just a matter of time here, and then this happened. The beast. 2-1. But we weren't finished. No, corner ball. Boom! Colombo. So as you can see, we won, we lost, we won. We won against Barcelona, we beat Bilbao, and then we just drew with Deportivo Alaves. And that was a bit of a kick in the balls. Because if we'd have won that, we'd have been on 60 points. We drew it. You know, we could have picked up a lot more points throughout the season, but we'd have been on 60 points going into this last game at home against a massive club who are in third, Atletico Madrid, with a chance, with an actual chance, maybe, of being in a European spot. Because what you got, Levante on 63, we'd have been on 60, and if we'd have won that, we'd have had more goals, so we've had a better goal difference. So there would have been a chance. Now, we haven't got a chance now, at all, but for a team that's only just come up, a team that was favourites to go down, it's pretty respectable, man, and we could maybe finish in 8th, maybe. Now, we're not expected to win this, and I don't think we will, but we'll give it a good shot. I mean, they're a very, very good side, but, you know, we need a bit of a cheeky life. We've got a good team out there and a good core here that hopefully we can add to and kick on and maybe get into Europe next year. So, here we go. Looking forward to it, really. Pitch looks amazing. But again, with any rebuild, honestly, I never get bored of it. I really love building clubs up and improving facilities, and the fact we've bought our own stadium, all that kind of stuff is great. And we've got some good players now, and the higher our rep will get, there's some great loans out there, you know, that weren't interested in us, but hopefully finishing where we finished, the club we actually are, it might start to reflect that when it comes to maybe bringing in some loans and signing some of them frees. I missed out on so many class players, but I have signed a lot. Oh, come on, boys, come on. I have signed a lot of good young players that aren't first team ready but have high potentials. You know, when I'm doing my scouting, I look for people I'm looking at. Come on, boys. Here he is, Garcia. You know, who I've scouted and have got like at least 5-star potential, maybe 4.5. And if they're free, snap them up, and just put them in that U team. If they develop, great. If they don't, maybe we can sell on in 1-0. But yeah, I've really fleshed out the B team, and they've started to develop, and they've had a decent season. We'll have a look at that after this, but I want to do that as well. Improve the B team. Not too bothered about the kids. Get them in that B team. Get them playing some good football. Not a lot's happened really in this first half. Not a lot, but we've created more. I mean, but they're a class side, aren't they? I mean, they've got top players, Dembele, Felix. But it's our time, we're getting beat. I mean, we haven't actually got anything to play for. It doesn't really matter what happens to us, but I would like at least to score a goal. Well, I've told them I want more. I expect to see more. They all seem motivated. See what happens with that, though. Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited, man. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. The rebuilds do great on my channel. You guys seem to really enjoy them. I really enjoy them. The next two, though, I I am kind of worried whenever I've done a bit of a left field kind of team. Oh, go on. Come on, Garcia, go on. Here's Pablo. Whenever I do them kind of maybe teams that aren't huge, they maybe don't get the views, but I just think the next two will be great still. Different countries, man. We'll all learn a bit. The Eastern European one's a different kind of challenge. The one I'm doing in South America is a great challenge. I don't really know that league. It's a bit random. Come on! Come on, boys. Come on. Battling. We're trying. I mean, I don't know how many of you have played in South America, but some of them countries are random. Some of them are pretty standard. Some of them have right random rules. But we'll see. Looking forward to it, though. I'm looking forward as well. I'm doing a Journeyman series soon. If you've never seen my Journeyman series, it's similar to my rebuilds, but we're just going on a random adventure, and I can't wait for that. I've made a couple of changes. I've brought on Javier on the right, and I brought Sandler on at centre half. I've given him some encouragement. I mean, we're playing attacking football, but I can't see it. We're going to need a little bit of a miracle. We've had a few last-minute miracles. Will we get one today? I don't know. I doubt it. Oh, woohoo, Sandler. Did you see that header? Right, going into injury time, I've switched to very attacking. What have we got to lose? Normally bites me in the ass, but you never know. Here's Naranjo. No. Nah, we just can't break them down, but we keep fighting. I mean, these kids have got spirit, man. But yeah, again, I'm excited. I'm off this weekend. It's my little boy's birthday. My oldest son Fletcher, is going to be 4. So I've definitely lost one of them days, but I think I definitely got a day where I'll be able to just get straight into the season, hopefully bring it to you next week. Come on, boys, don't get beat 2-0. Come on. Don't get beat 2-0. Don't. Well done. And that is it. That is game over. We got to beat Atletico Madrid. But I'm still proud of this team, and I'm very proud of what we've done this year. So we finished in 9th, which is it's really respectable, man. I am happy with that. 58 points. We lost 14 games. But I think with some good additions, hopefully, we can kick on next year and maybe sneak into 7th. That'd be cool. Real Madrid may have missed out on the league, but I think it was 13 points to Barcelona, which would hurt them. But they've won the Copa del Rey. I think they've done that back-to-back now. But my B team, they're not doing bad. They're in the new Tier 3, where we ended up at that point, remember? The Primera Division Pro A, the same league we were in. And they finished 4th, pretty respectable. There were times when they could have had a chance of going up, and that'd be great. So, again, not only am I going to try and improve us, I'm going to keep my eye on them and try and improve them too. Although we're skinted, hopefully this changes. But again, going into this year, if it stays like this, I am scrapping. Now, what I don't understand is the board, not me, have decided to build a new stadium. We've bought our stadium. It's freaking amazing. But they've decided they want to build a new one. Well, there we go. That is the end of the episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it enough to come back for the next one and hit the thumbs up on this one. It really does help my channel, helps YouTube get my stuff out there. So does comments. If you're one of them people that can be asked watching an advert, thank you very much, because that helps me out. So does my patrons. If you want to become a patron, you find a link to it down below in the description. I can't wait for the next one. Hopefully you can't wait. I'm really excited to get stuck in. I've got my trusty old pad here and my pen always. So yeah, I'll get to business at some point. But thank you. Make sure you go and check out Same Valley. That series just gets better and better and better. And I am doing an editor series. Videos are coming out randomly. I'm going to try and cover all bases over the next couple of weeks. But thank you. I hope you're happy. I hope you're safe. You're a legend. I'm Bood. Bye-bye.